Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine now. Russia, just go home.
Only if we know it, we possess it, we make use of it, then it begins to become useful. Otherwise, you can carry it 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 or billions of years, and it makes you nothing more than just a human, a worm, a lion, or a tiger person. Be what you may. It is like that we have to know this heaven, that I have to come all this way to inform you, that you may know your own treasure. Whether you believe me or not, I just rely on your wisdom. But it is easy to believe because one has the proof. After one gets the initiation, immediately one has proof. And every day more proof. Every minute more proof. Every second you live in a different world, in a different mental outlook. The world doesn't change. My friend just said to you, the environment didn't change, she changed. Yes, because we cannot change the world. Doesn't matter how advanced we are in civilization, doesn't matter how much material comfort we have, we all feel the same misery. Isn't that so? We still have to deal with our vexation. And this vexation money cannot remove. Happiness, money cannot buy. Therefore, we read newspapers, we see on television so many millionaires commit suicide. So many great persons cannot bear the burden of this world, and they end their life tragically. It is because they forgot their everlasting treasure. They rely on the ephemeral treasure. Therefore, Jesus says, lay not your treasure on earth, where the moth and rust can corrupt, but lay your treasure in heaven, where it is forever lasting. He means find your own treasure, the everlasting treasure. Then you can always draw from the source, and it will always supply. Therefore, this is infinite blessing. I say again and again, I have no words to so-called advertise it. I can only praise it. I can only hope you believe my praise. And I can only hope that my so-called radiations, my energy, my magnetic field will somehow affect your heart and lift you up to that kind of joyous feeling, and then you would somehow believe. And after the initiation, you can truly know what is the meaning of my words. Now I'm only advertising for the cookies. You have not tasted, but the cookies are free of charge. Therefore, I don't know what else can I do. If you tell me to come and sweep your house to prove that I'm sincere, I would do so gladly. If you tell me to shine your shoes to prove my sincerity, my selfless service, I would do so immediately. I have no way to convey to you this great blessing which God has bestowed on me and which I have the right to distribute. He doesn't only give it to me, He gives me the right. He allows me to distribute the same to everyone that comes, free of charge and free of any condition and any taint of material desire. Now, I think we have made some communication. Have you felt something of my sincerity? Should I continue, or have you been sent to sleep already? Not yet. Okay. Then I continue to say a few words more, and then I let you ask some questions. Any kind of questions. When I'm speaking, if some questions flash through, you note it down, and later you can give it to me. Any kind of questions, I would answer. Before, I had not met this method. I had not practiced. I had not gotten in touch with this great blessing of wisdom. I had tried many kinds of things. I did any kind of social work. I felt obliged to help those in need, just like some of you here would do. But then the more I help, the busier I become. And the more it feels like you don't help enough. It feels the more you help, the more people need. It feels like your time and your energy are so limited, and the world is so vast, and so many people are suffering, and you alone, or even 100 of you could not help that many people. And then I was thinking, what did Jesus do that he could help so many people? And what did the Buddha do that people say that he could be at any time, anywhere, at the same time? I was thinking very hard. And then I thought, hey, this won't do. Because I'm already very small in stature, and my energy is limited. I can only do so much, and then I collapse. So what did the Buddha do that he didn't collapse? That he helped so many people. And I read the sutra, the Buddhist doctrines, the sutras. Sutra is a Sanskrit name for doctrines or scriptures. I read that the Buddha, he could use his manifestation body to appear in any place at any time. And so we call it in Christian terminology, ever-present, no? Omnipresent. Is that so? Yes. So you see the Buddhists and Christians are speaking the same thing. Even in Hinduism, they talk about omnipresence. That means you are anywhere at any time at the same time, and you are here. That is what being omnipresent means. And now, can we acquire this omnipresent status? Yes, we can. Buddha can, Jesus can, and somebody else here also can. I would not mention it. Can you guess who? Yes. You can guess. I would not say it is embarrassing. Now, if somebody can be omnipresent, can you imagine? Isn't that so great? Yes. Yes. And we think only Buddha can do it, only Jesus can do it. And we think Buddha appeared only once in millions of lifetimes, and Jesus only came once in many lifetimes. And this is not logical. It is like we humans, in any era, any period of time, suffer illnesses. So in every period of time, there has to be doctors, has to be physicians to heal our sicknesses. Human beings, since ancient times, have suffered from mental dissatisfaction. This is a kind of illness. If we have an illness in our physical body, it's easy to heal. We take pills, we have an operation, we take some injections, and that's it. We are okay. But the mental suffering, no one can heal. The vexation every day that life's pressure gives us, no one can lift up. Therefore, if Jesus only offered his face, offered his blessing once in billions of lifetimes, in fact, from what the majority of people want to understand, it means he only appeared that one time and never again. And that is underestimating God's mercy. This is what the civilization brought me. It's air conditioned. I live in Taiwan in the countryside. And we live in open air. I live in a tent. We all live in a tent, and our temple is also a tent. We don't build temples. We don't waste money and make a lot of noise. So we live in a tent, and we live in open air every day. And now I was stuck in this air-conditioned, packed full jumbo jet, and immediately got cold. And this is civilization's advantage. I can't help it. I'm too sensitive. So, actually, you don't look at my example. You look at me, I'm so small and so skinny and so sick. You think to practice this method has no use. Oh, it has any kind of use, all kind of uses. Except when you are a master, then you have no use for it. If you are a master, you can give only, you cannot take. That's the difference. Your disciples are very comfortable, enjoying all kinds of joys, happiness, blessings. But the master has to suffer. That's why we say Jesus came to uplift mankind, to cleanse their sins. And he himself had to be crucified. He himself could not enjoy any privilege. Therefore, people scolded him. People crucified him. People criticized him. So, Buddha was also the same. He also suffered from illnesses and from people criticizing him and all kinds of petty things. Anyhow, so don't feel scared. Once you learn this method, you are protected 100% blindly by God power. The master is an exception. The master has to endure all kinds of suffering, and that's the difference. The master alone has to suffer. Everybody else can enjoy. But this is the joy of being parents. Just like the joy of being parents. Yes, the children enjoy all comforts, and the parents have to work hard, provide all things, and take all responsibilities. We don't complain to be parents. So one should not complain to be any kind of master. Yeah, a real master has to suffer. So, no problem. Now why am I going so far? Where have I been before? What did I talk about? Before that, before the cold. Before the cold, what was it? Yes. Oh, yeah. But that was because I was talking about suffering. Before that, what was it? No, that's also included in the suffering. What was it before that? Cause and effect. Yes. Omnipresence. That's good. That's more important than who is living in a tent and who is having cold. It's like this. It's also not because of the civilization. It's really unfair. Even the cigarette. Yeah. In the airplane, so many people smoke. And this also contributes to my health.